welcome to the show. Today we have an exceptional guest, Dr. Bonnie Wilson, a dynamic leader in executive coaching and leadership development. She is a CEO of Exceeding the Mark, an executive coaching and consultant where she helps emerging healthcare tech executives move from succession ready to succession selected. With over 2 decades of experience, Dr. Bonnie has held executive roles in healthcare, served as a trusted advisor for leaders at top organizations, and currently coaches executives through the Velocity Advisory Group, Heidrick Struggles, BetterUp, and Waldron CPI. She is a sought after expert in diversity and inclusion, leadership development, and career acceleration. Bonnie is passionate about helping tech leaders get promoted without sacrificing their health, sanity, or family life. Her no-nonsense yet humorous approach has helped countless executives rise through the ranks faster than the industry standard with salary increases beyond expectations. Bonnie, I am so excited to have you here. Let's dive in.
Thank you. When you said 20 years, I was doing the math in my head. I'm like, so I must have started when I was 10. Yes, 30 years. That's me.
Anything that I missed? Anything? I know it wasn't enough. I can go on, but I want to leave some additional stuff. What else you want to share about your background?
Healthcare has helped me to go into that tech space. So a lot of times healthcare examples come into my head when you're talking about maintaining your sanity in healthcare. As a previous ER nurse, we think everything is an emergency, but we know it's not. I don't know if you remember back the time of pagers, beepers.
Yep.
One of our biggest things was if you wanted to get out of a meeting, you'd tell your secretary or somebody, the unit secretary, page me in 10 minutes because we could make everything look like an emergency. And what I found is in tech, there's a lot of things that can be an emergency. What people think is an emergency isn't. It's not an emergency for me to take a call every single night unless we're doing an upgrade. I will talk to you about how that healthcare and tech blends in together and how they're more aligned than what people think. I am excited to be here. I still got to do that math. I think that makes me 35.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Remember,
So
gray is the new blonde. So
I'm starting to get some now in the middle, and my kids make sure, Daddy, you don't have 3, you have 20 down there. I'm like, hey, I got feelings. I'm still 21 right here, at least in our spirit.
hey,
So let's go into the first question. What's the moment in your career that made you think, wow, I really belong here?
probably the biggest one I think of is when I was in the hospital setting and a position came open. My boss, I rarely saw. There were 4 assistant head nurses. She was leaving because she didn't have a bachelor's degree. That was the requirement. And there was 4 of us in there, 2 night shift, 2 day shift. She said, who's interested in the job? I was one of those kids who was already ready to clean the blackboard that would stay after. And I was like, I am. I had no leadership experience, but I felt like I could do it at least as good as she did. What I didn't know is when you're on night shift, you don't always see the day shift person. I just remember something clicking in my head that made me go, I was an assistant head nurse. I'm sure I can do the rest. So that was like that clicking point. And then the next one was when I was in Texas in a leadership job. And as I was leaving, with tears missing all the folks, my husband said, crying, because I can't understand what you're saying.